everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is your pick a card reading. So most of our readings, especially the life path number readings, if you've been watching those, tend to be pretty serious. They tend to be about spiritual growth, what you kind of need in the coming weeks, like just kind of on a deeper and more personal internal level. So I figured I would try something a little bit different, something I've never done before, and that's kind of reading for another person other than the person watching. So this is a reading to find out all about your future spouse. So of course these are general readings, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, and of course this is just for entertainment. This is not like dictating your life. These readings are interesting. I watch a lot of readings to help bolster my own intuition, so they can help with that if you're like practicing, if you're a reader as well. But these are entertainment. They are not dictating your life. However, if it does resonate, that just means that your higher self is connecting with these messages and trying to get those messages to you and let you know, hey baby, this is who you're going to marry, this is who you're going to spend a good chunk of your life with, like depending on what you see marriage as. Marriage could be forever for some people. It could be a contract of a certain amount of time. That's kind of what hand fasting is. So whatever you see it is, this is your future spouse. Okay, so we have deck 1, stack 2, and stack 3. Take a moment to meditate on them. Feel what feels right. They obviously all look pretty much the same, so feel what is calling out to you. Again, that's stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. And of course, thank you so much for being here. Please check out all of the links in the description so you can get personal readings, you can find our blog, you can find our Patreon, and you can find anything else you need to know about this channel. And if there's something that's still missing, you can let me know in the comments. So let's get started with stack 1. Okay, stack 1, let's find out about your future spouse. So I did pull a couple of cards. I wanted to know something about what your future spouse is like. And it says she feels, she knows. So some of you may be in a same-sex feminine relationship. So you could be 2 women, you could be, two women, you could be a non-binary person and a woman, but I feel like there's a lot of feminine energy in your relationship. Also, some of you might be connecting with your twin soul or soulmate, so you just know, like you meet this person and you immediately know, you see them and you're like, oh, hey baby, I know who you are, we're connected, we're like, you're like this, like you immediately feel like you're two sides of the same coin. You understand each other. This person might be a little bit flamboyant. They might like to have feathers or animal print or crazy makeup. They might have really striking, beautiful features. So they might have lips that you just can't look away from, or eyes that you just melt into. They might have skin that you really just want to touch because it looks really soft and smooth and like alive. Maybe it's dewy a lot, so it just kind of looks like they're blushing a lot. I wanted to find out what they might look at. And you got this one, which is, what is that card? Judgment, I believe. So you got Judgment, and they might be tall. Like this person might be a lot taller than you. They are probably going to have dark hair, maybe some dark eyes. They might be lighter skinned than you, so they might not necessarily be like, they could be very pale, they could be very just a little bit of a lighter tone than you are, whatever it is. So we got 20, 22. So again, I feel like there's this connection. They might also be older than you by like 20 years or so. They could also be around in their 20s. Okay, so but anywhere between their 20s to like maybe their 40s, because I see that there's like this doubling up here. But they're probably taller than you. They're probably not very bulky. They're probably like thin kind of people, maybe even wayfish, especially if it's a feminine person. And then I asked what kind of energy they might have in their physical life, like what their finances might be like. And we have the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. So I think they're very stable. I think they work hard. They're someone who they may not be very rich, but they do work hard for what they have, and they have a pretty stable home life. They kind of keep things. I don't think they're very out there. I don't think they do a lot like spending. I don't think they're that wild. They, like I said, they might dress and look kind of flamboyant or kind of like just striking and beautiful, but I don't think they recognize that. I think they're very much focused on just their goals, just achieving things, bringing more finances into your life, bringing more stability into their life, and doing what's important to them. Whoever it is, they're probably working a job that they actually like, that they actually feel good doing, and they're just like, this is the job that I enjoy doing. This job is me. It speaks to me. It's my sorry guys. It's my dream career, and I'm going to keep working towards it and keep moving towards my goals to continue building that balance for myself. I don't think they're a person who, like I said, I don't think they're wild. I don't think they get out much. So I asked kind of what kind of person they might be. I don't think they get out much. They probably spend a lot of time on their own. Maybe they play a lot of computer games. Maybe they spend a lot of time with a pet, like just nurturing a pet and nurturing, on the other side we have dogs. So maybe it's someone who really likes dogs, who really likes animals and likes to spend their time, just focusing on what's important to them. They're not someone who's easily manipulated or easily taken in by fads or trends. They're someone who's kind of serious, kind of studious. And like you meet them and you're just kind of fascinated by them. They're beautiful, they're tall, they're striking. You know that they love their goals. They're a mystery. Like you don't really know everything about them, but you would like to. There's a lot in them. So I just wanted to see if there was anything else we needed to know. And there is a lot within them. They've probably gone through a lot of struggle, a lot of pain. Maybe they in the past they had a lot of goals, a lot of plans, and things just didn't play out the way that they wanted to. Your relationship might end up with a lot of their past traumas or your past traumas coming into play. So there may be some backstabbing, there may be some cheating, unfortunately. It may not, be the happiest thing until for a while. But I do think there may be a lot of love there. If this isn't your relationship together, this is their past experiences where they had some cheating, they had some backstabbing. So they're not really trusting, very, very trusting. They may not open themselves up to people. There's so much to them. There's so much to learn and so much to gain. And you're offering them a cup of love. You're trying to be there for them. But they're probably going to be a pretty tough egg to crack. They're probably going to be someone who's so focused on their work and on their goals, who has trust issues, who has trouble really committing or believing that someone is committed to them, believing that someone isn't just going to break their heart again, or that things aren't just going to fall apart again and they'll just have to rebuild. They're kind of exhausted with relationships. So you're going to have your work cut out ahead of you to get to them and to show them your love. I'm going to pull a couple of other cards just to see if we can get a little more information. Can you tell us a little more? Can you tell us a little more about spouse number one for group number one? Can you tell us a little bit more about this Tower and this Ten of Swords? Why do we have this Tower here? Why is this Tower here? Can you tell us why this Tower is here, please? Why is this Tower here for group one? The Hanging Man. Yeah, so there's just a lot of unsure energy. They know they could get out of these situations, or they know that or they knew at least at some point in the past that the situations they were in weren't necessarily right for them, but for some reason they kept sticking around. They're the kind of person who if they see that a relationship isn't working out, they tell themselves, just give it time, it'll get better. If I just keep trying, if I keep working, if I keep focusing on what I do want and getting balance, it'll get better. But the last time they tried that, it really didn't work out for them. So now they're kind of scarred about it, and now they're just not sure if they want to even try it again. Can you explain the Ten of Swords, please? Can you clarify the Ten of Swords, please? Give us a little bit more about this Ten of Swords here. Why is this Ten of Swords for group one here, please? The Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're a person who gives love. They're a person who's I want to love, and I want to share my love, and I want to offer my love. But they've been through so much in the past. They've had so many options. Some of them might even be a player themselves. Some of them might have had these destructive situations in their relationship because they were taking a lot of options. They were playing, and then they've gotten to the point now where they're just like, okay, you know what? I just want to settle down, but I can't trust I can settle down because in my past I broke so many hearts, or my heart was broken so many times, and I really want love. And like there's like a lot of passion here, but like they were stabbed in the back, like they were cheated on, or they did the cheating because of how much passion they have, because they were like Don Juan energy. They just wanted to love everybody. Okay, so there's like a lot of distrust there, and it's going to be something that you have to kind of work to get to. But I do want to give you one last message from your future spouse. So the message is, I want sensual love with you. Hold me, kiss me, touch me. I can't get enough of you, okay? So once you crack that shell, once you get into the sticky gooey center of them, you'll realize, and you'll know, like I said, you will know and they will know. They'll know that you're the one they can trust. Even if they're hesitant, even if they're unsure, even if they have this trauma to work through in the past, they'll know. And when you get through to them, when you connect with them, they're going to be so loving. This passion, this Knight of Cups energy that's inside of them, it's suddenly going to blossom again. I know it's kind of exhausted right now because of what they've been through, but it's going to suddenly come out again, and they're not going to have enough of you. They're just going to be like, that is my baby. I love you. You're my boo. And, obviously there's commitment there because this is a future spouse reading. So they're going to want to be with you, and they're not going to let you go. They're not going to let you out of their sight. They're not going to, you will become their next stability. You will become that goal for them, okay? So that is your reading, group number 1. I hope that made some sense. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and I will see you next time. Check out all the links in the description for more information, and remember always that I love you. Bye! Hi, group number 2. This is your reading for who is your future spouse. So let's get started. So I asked just to get a little information about your future spouse after the storm, okay? So your future spouse may have been going through something unpleasant. They may have had some negative experiences in their past that they're just kind of getting out of. They're just starting to heal from, and they're learning something new from. So when you meet them, they're probably going to still have been going through this interesting experience, this thing that maybe hasn't been the most helpful for them. So I asked what they might look like, and you got the 10 of Wands. So you may okay, I just had I don't know, you see this eggplant, like the eggplant emoji. So I just think that whoever this is, they might be very masculine, have a lot of very strong masculine energy, and if they are a male person, a person with an eggplant, that it's gonna be sizable. I don't know the best way to say that without being crass, but they're packing, so and that may be one of the first things you notice about them. Let's see if we can get something else about what they might look like. They might dress very metropolitan, so this makes me think of a city, kind of a city space. So they might wear suits, they might dress very nicely, very metropolitan. They might also be a chef, so you might see them in a restaurant wearing chef's clothes, the jacket or whatever. They may have dark hair. I don't think they're going to be super tall, but I'm not getting too much about height here. But they may have dark hair. They might I feel like they might be, I don't want to say super short, but I don't think they're going to be very tall. I think they're going to be closer to the ground than you might expect. You might see pictures of them somewhere or something and think they're taller than they look, or taller than they are in person. But I do think that for some of you, this is you're going to find them at a place when they're starting over, because we have this 110, and 110 means new beginnings. It means there's limitless possibilities, infinite possibilities. So I feel like you're gonna find them in a place where they're kind of starting over. So they may not look too put together. They may be kind of like, look like, they may dress kind of wild, or lazily. They may have like messy hair. They may be going through something, and you can kind of visibly see on the way they present themselves. They may, you know, because it's that time of the year, they may be wearing sweatpants, and you can kind of check out what they're working with there. But also keep in mind that it may be because they're dealing with something. They may be going through something. I asked what their financial situation looked like, and we got the 8 of Cups and their physical, earthly, financial situation. So we got the 8 of Cups and the 10 of Coins. So this person is probably, like, they probably have a lot of money, actually. And they probably have a lot of, also past drama. Like, they're probably leaving someone behind. They might have experienced a separation or a divorce, which means they, are giving money to someone in their past, but they're leaving a love situation in the past. They're leaving an emotional situation. I do think it might be a relationship that they just left, because I'm feeling after the storm, I think it was like a tumultuous, unpleasant situation that they were in. And they're financially abundant, they're financially fine, but they might be dealing with like, legal issues with the ex. They might have to pay alimony or something like that, or child support, but they're like leaving a love situation in the past and trying to move forward and trying to heal after the storm and move forward with this new knowledge. So I did ask just kind of what kind of person they might be, and we have Justice. So again, on this side, and I do feel like this is a legal situation, because with Justice coming out, some of them I think are getting divorced, but I think this person might be a calm person or they might generally have been a calm person, and now they're just ready to kind of drop the gauntlet and be like, you know what, screw it. I'm letting it all go. I can't focus on this situation anymore. I can't focus on this past love, this pain that I went through. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm going through it, you know, and I am ready to just drop it. Let somebody else handle this trouble. Let somebody else deal with that person. I'm ready to move forward and take my wisdom, take my knowledge, and grow and build something new, something else. And some of you, I think, are a part of that. Like, they may have seen you and said, yeah, you're the something else. And this situation is just taking so much out of me. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm just ready to let it go. Okay, so let's see if we have any more information. We have 2 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, and Strength. I thought I pulled 5 here. I guess not. Oh, it's okay. I'll pull some more in a minute. So they had to make a choice. Like I said, they were leaving something behind. Maybe they are very rich. Maybe like someone married them for money and it became this struggle, and now they're relying on their strength to move forward, to try to heal and try to get through this. So I think whoever you're dealing with, your future spouse, when you meet them, they are going to possibly be coming out of a divorce, coming out of a separation, having to have changed their path in life. They may have gotten overwhelmed by all this stuff that was in their life. Maybe someone did see how financially well off they were, and they abused them and used them for that, and they had to kind of fight to get out, and now they're just rebuilding their strength when you meet them. They're just starting to heal when you meet them. I think this person, so we have the King of Swords. I think this person has a strong sense of justice and of what needs to be done. So we have, this was what kind of person they are. So I do think they have a strong sense of justice and a strong sense of what needs to be done and completed. And like, they're no longer afraid to speak their truth after all that they've been through. This could be a Gemini person, because I'm seeing a lot of swords. I'm also seeing a lot of wands too. So it could be a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So those are the ones I'm seeing the most. We also have more Leo energy too, because we have Strength here. So it could be a Leo that you're dealing with, or someone who's rising or moon or Venus is in Leo. But yeah, there's someone who, like, they had to make this choice and get away from a very unpleasant situation. They had to heal, and now they're kind of in this place where they're still healing. They're still like, can you tell me just a little bit more, please? Oh, you guys are coming together though. You guys are coming together and you are their healing. You are their healing. You are their wow, you are their peace. Okay? So look at these colors. Okay? Just look at these cards for a second. Look at this. You're their peace. You're their truth. You're their knowledge. You're the light. Together you're both halves of the moon. Okay? The moon, it represents confusion. So maybe you don't know just yet, or maybe they don't know. But when you come together, you are a power couple. When you come together, you are healing, you are growing, you are spiritually united. You are you are united on a very deep level. You could be dealing with Capricorn, or I got a Pisces in my head too. But like this person, you're soulmates, like you're twin, you're power couple, you're connected. Rarely do I get both the king and queen of the same suit to come out, and this is the same exact suit. Like you guys are matched perfectly. So that's, I mean, obviously that's why you guys are getting married. Like you're gonna help him through this situation. You're going to be the wisdom that he needs. You're gonna be the new knowledge that he needs. You're gonna be the healing force for his soul, for his spirit. Like I don't even see a lot of like romance here. I don't see a lot of like I see a lot of thought. I see like the swords are very organized. They're very much emperor kind of energy, where it's organized, it's thoughtful, it's logical, it's structured, it's just like this is what needs to be done to get to our point, to our goal, to get to that healing. And I think that's what you're going to be helping your future spouse through. Like you're going to be saying, listen, I love you and I want to help you heal through this emotional turmoil. So let's start to heal. Let's take these steps. You're very smart. You're very wise. You're very thoughtful. You're very clever, and that's going to draw them to you, and that's going to help both of you through this spiritual healing. Okay. So I want to read your messages from your future spouse, and it says, I like structure and stability. I cannot wait to have a routine that involves seeing you every day. Yeah, so you're going to bring structure to their life. You're going to bring stability, and you're going to bring peace. Like, look at these colors, this blue across the board. Your last 4 cards were just this beautiful blue color, this peace, this stability, this comfort, this quiet, this rest. That's what you are for them. You are their peace, okay? And that is so beautiful. I hope this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. Please check the links in the description for anything else. And if there's something missing, just let me know. And I'll see you next time. Remember always that I love you. Bye. Tiger 3. This is your reading for who your future spouse might be. So let's get started. So your future spouse's first card is Pandora's Gift. Okay, so this person might have a lot of hope. They might have a lot to offer you even. They might be a very nice person, just like in general. And so they have so much to offer you. And you're just like, cool. So let's see if we get a little bit more. I asked what they might look like. Oh, this person might be taller than you. Or very thin, or they have a presence that makes you feel like they are, like they're big, like they take up space, and like you just kind of want to love them. And I'm also feeling like for some of you, you guys are gonna have a lot of like BDSM interest in your relationship. They might even kind of dress like that. They might wear a lot of leather. They may wear like spikes and chains and stuff. And you can they might have like an alternative look, even like just it may not be like spikes and chains, but they may just look alternative and not like the mainstream person. Their looks are going to be kind of different than what you're used to. It's going to be something that you're just kind of struck by, and you're like, oh, yes, mommy, yes, daddy, like, yes, boss. And even though they look a little bit wild-ish, they're also probably going to be very serious people. So I asked what their physical or financial situation might be, and so we have the 7 of Coins, the King of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so they probably work very hard. They're probably a boss. Maybe they run their own business. Maybe they they just work really hard. They're always like reassessing their money. They're always like changing paths. They're very adaptable when it comes to their business. They're very changeable when it comes to their finances. They may not be like super rich, but they will be adaptable. Like I said, they'll be able to say, okay, if this isn't working out, then what can I do to fix this and to move into something that will work out for us. So they're never going to be the kind of person who just gives up, who's just like, and maybe right now they're just like in hustler mode, like, so maybe they're not making a lot of money, and that's the gift is their ability to hustle and eventually come into greatness. I'd ask what kind of person they are. There's someone who really likes to have fun and is really kind of generous. Like, they know what they want, they know what they have to offer, they know what they can provide, and they love to share with their friends. They love to go out and have a good time. They love to celebrate things, even if it's something small. If you do something, they're just like, yes, babe, I believe in you. Yeah, you did awesome. Like, they're just so joyful and celebratory, and they support you. They support their friends. They support their family. They support their loved ones. They're just so kind. Let's put that down there, I guess. They're just so kind and loving towards you. So you're kind of like at this, like, when you meet them, you recognize this. Like, you may even meet them at a celebration, at like a party where like they're with friends, and they're like hyping somebody up, and you're like, okay, I see you. I see how supportive you can be and like how awesome you are. Maybe they're like passing out money, or they're like buying drinks for the whole bar or something. So like they're showing themselves, like they're not just a hustler, but they're a kind of person who's like, yes, I'm great. I did it. Look, we got the King of Wands again here. So yeah, this is someone who works hard. This is someone who is always on their grind, who is always doing something, and they're trusting themselves. They're totally trusting their instincts. They're someone who, I think, they know what they want. They might have a bit of an ego. They might be like, I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling Aries energy. They might be someone who just has a bit of an ego that's just like, I can do anything. And they're never, I think they're not the kind of person who lets themselves get stuck. Like, I feel like if they ever find themselves in this Eight of Swords energy, then they're immediately saying, okay, what can I do that's new? What can I do that's different? Like I said, they trust themselves. So if they have a goal, if they have something that they really want to achieve and really want to do, they're going to leap for it. They're going to go. They're like, okay, you know what? Now I have this idea. I want to do this. Unfortunately, they might have a bad habit of switching so much, so frantically, that it's trying to find something that they settle down on, and that's why they're like perpetually in hustler mode and always kind of reassessing. But I do feel, because we have coin here, and we have wands, and two of those wands are the same. They're kings. I do feel that they are coming into some financial prosperity around the time that you guys meet, or around the time just before or just after you guys meet, because of this Pandora's gift. Like, there's something beneath the surface, okay? So they might have this kind of energy of like the playboy who is always hustling, but like doesn't seem to have any financial benefit coming from it. But then you realize, you know what, actually they do. Actually, they've been keeping some things hidden, or like they've been on a slow burn, and something is about to go viral, or just like work out for them all of a sudden, because of this positive energy that they're always bringing around with them, because of this kind of authoritarian energy where they're like, I know what I want, and I'm gonna go after it, and I don't care who I have to spank to get it, right? So like they're just there, and they're just like ready to make these changes, and are not willing to be stuck in that Eight of Swords energy. They're so not willing. They are ready to follow their dreams, to go after their goals. So can we have just a couple more clarifiers? Maybe clarify that Eight of Swords that we have here. Give us a little bit more information about that Eight of Swords. Why is that here? What more do we need to know about that card there? Please and thank you. You know, while I'm pulling, ooh, okay, so I think this person maybe has found themselves kind of stuck in a relationship, or stuck, actually, am I getting that? They might have, for some of them, they might have been stuck in a relationship, and when you meet them, they might still be in it. But for others, I just feel like with this Eight of Swords, it's like they recognize when it happens, like when they start feeling trapped, they start feeling stuck, and they listen to their higher self, they listen to their soul, they listen to their spirit, and it's to their gut, basically. They trust their gut, and when that happens, that's when they're ready to move forward. That's when they're ready to move on. They really, I think, are spiritually connected with themselves. Like, they're a lot deeper than they seem. This person, I think, comes across as shallow, comes across as like really fun-loving and light and just always on their grind. They speak to you as like just like a chill person. Like, they don't seem as deep as they really are. But I think there's something much deeper on a spiritual level for this person than you might actually be aware of, than they might even be aware of. I feel like they have oh yeah, look at that. They're like your happiness. They're your dream. They're your truth, okay? And they're gonna share with you their life. Like, they're also kind of like you're gonna feel that this person, when you first meet, I feel like a lot of you are gonna think this person is a little cocky and a little selfish, a little self-absorbed, a little too focused on their money or their goals or their dreams. But then if you just kind of love them, they're going to bring you so much joy. It's partially because of this. Their personality is just, it's really hard not to find joy and light and love with them. But this is the card of fulfillment. This is the card of like absolute fulfillment, of being in a home, being with your family, being happy as you are, and with the person that you are. And then we have this Four of Cups, so it's like you're dreaming about them. Like, they're there for you. And some of you are literally dreaming about them. You may not have even met them yet, but they're literally in your head as you sleep. They're speaking to you, they're connecting to you, and they're offering you this love, and you're maybe not sure what to accept, whether or not to accept it, because you're worried that like they may be too selfish, they may be too into themselves, they may be too stuck on themselves. But honestly, like, just the thought of them brings you so much joy and so much excitement. And like, because this is a spousal reading, I think you should follow that, because for the most part, like, I feel like this person is so positive and so joyful, and they're so going after abundance, that even if this relationship itself doesn't work out, which I'm not necessarily getting that it won't, but even if it doesn't, you guys are going to, that energy is going to rub off on you. It's going to bring you this joy, and maybe that's Pandora's gift for you. It's like this person's joy, their light, their grind energy, that is bringing that energy to you so that you can also have that grind energy. And then you're going to realize that your resources are more valuable, and you're more valuable than you may have been thinking. They're as valuable as they've thought. They've said they know their value, they know their worth, and they know that they can adapt and change and move forward, and they're never going to stop hustling. They're never going to stop taking the lead and saying, hey, I run the show. I am the boss. My friends, my family, my loved ones are going to be taken care of because I am the boss. And they're going to give you that same confidence, that same energy, that same empowerment. So that's really lovely. It's really beautiful, group 3. Oh, I almost forgot group number 3. As I was cleaning up the table, I almost forgot that there is a message from your future spouse to close with. It is, my motives are pure. I don't need anything in return. I just want to give you everything. So again, that was the very generous person who likes to give to his friends and his loved ones. There you have it. That is his message to you. He just wants to give you everything. His motives are pure. He doesn't want anything in return. And yes, his feelings go deeper than the shallow. They may seem very shallow at first. You may be questioning whether or not this person cares about you, but they do. They just want to give you everything they can possibly give you. They're working hard for themselves and for you. Okay, that is your message. I do hope you meet this person. If you've already met this person, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear more from you and about your relationships. I hope you like this reading. It's very new for me. I haven't done readings exactly like I said at the beginning of this video. They're usually very serious. So I do hope that you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here. Please check out all the links and the stuff in the description. Please like and subscribe if you have not yet. Thank you again and again for being here. Remember always that I love you, and I will see you next time. Bye.